Hi everyone. Today we are going to see about how to document business proposal. So, as a BA, right, in some companies, there could be a brand new project and you have to create a business proposal document. So, in that case scenario, this document will be very helpful. So, the very first page is you're going to put like your company's name, your logo here, and you can also say it as business proposal document and the company's name here. Okay, and the company's address, email, ID, phone number, and also if you have any facts, that also can be there. The next page is table of contents. In the table of contents page, you are actually going to put like what are the exactly, for example, summary, where it is, it's in the third page. If it's project overview, it's in the fourth page. Scope is in fifth page. So like that, you are going to put all the table of contents, like all the like headings, you're going to put it here. Like agreement, it's in eighth page. So that is when someone wants to directly see only the agreement, only the terms and conditions, they directly go to the seventh page. So this table of contents is going to be very helpful for anyone who's going to review the document. And then the next one is, so the first one is summary, right? So what is summary? Summary is, for example, like what business you're going to do. So for example, let's say that you are a business analyst for an IT team, right? So in your IT team is developing like very different kind of software. Okay, you can develop building software, you can develop coding software, like a lot of softwares. If your IT team is capable of doing it and you are proposing to a company, okay, like we will do an application for you. Okay, let's take there is a hospital, and then your company is going to like design that hospitals like a billing application. Okay, so billing application in the sense when the customer, like the patient, right, they want to pay the bills. If they want to pay it online, what happens is there will be an online portal where they can create an account, and their invoice will be already in online based upon the number, and then they can pay it online itself. Like that's a billing software that you're going to create for the patients. Just I'm telling as an example. And if your IT team can develop that application, okay, they can set up a database, they can do the front end, and they can also send a notification to customer's email ID stating that your invoice is ready. You can pay through online, and once they pay, right, they get a notification stating that this payment is already done. So, and here is the number, okay, for the payment number. So if that is the system that the hospital they want that kind of application to be developed. Okay, it's not a simple application. So there will be like huge number of customers, 10,000, 20,000 customers, and all those like their email address, first name, last name, their physical address, everything needs to be stored in the database, and also the credit card details. Also, like depending upon like how much they have to pay, like when was their visit, when was their last visit, and how much they have to pay. So all that needs to be when they log in, right, it should show your day of visit was this particular day, and we are billing you like for example $100, $200 for this kind of lab work or this x-ray or this CT, whatever it is. It needs to clearly say that we are asking you to pay this money because of this procedure that you have went through our hospital. So that invoice should be there, and they can pay it online. So if that is the application the hospital wants, and your IT team is can develop that application for them, then how will you propose? So what is that summary you will write here? You need to introduce your business. So you are basically an IT company, and then you are working, your team is specifically they are experts in developing this kind of billing application. Okay, this kind of application for the hospital. So that you need to introduce here. When you put the points, you need to know what type of company you are, what type of team you are, and you need to showcase that what is what is the approach for what. Now the client's problem is, since it is not online, right, they have to like they need additional staff, okay, to like manually, like they have to track everybody's invoice, make sure they pay. If they don't pay, they have to call the customer and then follow up with them. So there is a lot of manual work involved. If it is online, it is pretty much easy for everyone because the records are there for the customers. So every time they need not come as and ask like, can you give us a receipt or something. It's already online and they can log in and see their receipt. Also, the invoice is already there. So if they want, even after a year, if they want to just go back and see the invoice, it's already there. So that's an easy approach, right? So what are the problems that we're solving for the clients? For the clients, it's more like, for example, time efficient, and also we are cutting down a lot of labor there. Okay, so a lot of manual work we're cutting down there, and it's like more automation. We are giving them more automation. So that you have to write right here. Okay, so their problems, also their it obviously there'll be more clients involved. If you're making everything like more online, the more and more online or more and more automated we go, we expect huge number of clients, right? Because the manual work is like so stressful for everybody. Okay, so you can showcase that here, and also you can also add details about what is your company's vision. Okay, what is like why this your company is like so much focused on creating that software, creating that application. Okay, so you can add your company's goals, vision and statement, and also like have you done like similar projects like this, and how successful was that project, and how did you help the other business people like achieve their goals by creating these kind of applications. So all that you can put it here so that you can make your company like how you need to put it, like, put in the summary is you need to put that you are a leading you for creating this billing software. You are a leading provider in the business or in the industry. You have experts and you have some extensive experience in the field, so you can achieve this. Okay, that's how you need to put your documentation here. And you can also put like what are the other customers you have, previous happy clients. You can also put their names and what did you design for them, and then how long you have been having that client partnership with them. So all that you can put it here. And the next is project overview. So when it comes to this particular specific like project, what kind of support you're going to give to that hospital, that business. So what kind of like what is a market we are targeting, what are the audiences that we are targeting, and if we automate this, what are the advantages for the client. So you need to put that, especially for this, I'm giving an example, especially for this billing software application. If we do that and if we are successful, how much of percentage of like profit will the client will get. Okay, so when if you are automating this, what is expectation. So when you have to take some markets, you have to do some market analysis and take some data, and then based upon your previous clients and how much of growth they had because of automation, and then you have to put all that here. Okay, and so you can put that here. So that will be very impressive if you take some market analysis. If you do some market analysis and you put like that data here, it will be very informative. Next is when it comes to what is the scope of work. Okay, so when it comes to scope of work, let's design how we are going to do this project, and then within what's the timeline for this, and what's the budget we have for this, and then what are the challenges and goals. So the challenges is like existing, like whatever manually we have records, we have to like migrate all the data into the database, right? So existingly that hospital may have some 10,000 members, already existing customers, everything is manually maintained somewhere in notebook or somewhere it is maintained there. We have to make sure all that is migrated to a database. So that's the first challenge we have, because migration of data, it is time consuming and it will take definitely some time. Without error, we need to migrate those data. So that's one challenge we have. And then how much time is going to take, like how long it's going to take, whether we have the budget for that. So all that we have to decide earlier itself. So what's the scope like for this project? So that you have to define it here. And next is when it comes to cost and payment. Okay, so how much for this proposal, for this application, for our team to develop, how many hours we have to spend. It takes, we have to calculate everybody's hours here, a business analyst, a developer, tester, project manager, everybody's hours you need to calculate, and you need to give them a price. So whether they're okay with that, okay, and how are they going to pay, whether it's going to be monthly or if they're going to give us all the budget and then we have to like complete the project within the budget, how are they going to do, okay, and what is the schedule payment. And sometimes they do monthly invoicing, so maybe if it is going to be monthly, then you're going to put that, like within what date they are going to pay us. And then terms and conditions. So this is like this is like a legal agreement, okay, that we have, like the project timeline and the milestones that we are going to agree here will be very, very, very important, because you say that this project is going to take 6 months and we're going to achieve this in 6 months. You should do that in 6 months, right? And also, like, when are we going to do that demo for them, okay? So what's the timeline for that demo? And then when are they going to pay, whether they're going to pay every month, every 15 days, or how are they going to pay, and what is the method they're going to pay, okay? So everything you have to define, all the legal terms and conditions you need to define here, okay? And then lastly, once everybody, the client and your team, everybody agrees, then you have to put your company's name and who will be responsible for that, their signature, their name and all that, and the client name here, whoever is, like the project, whoever is agreeing, right? For example, if we say that hospital name, and then who's responsible for that, their name, and then their signature here. So this is a standard format for a business proposal a document. So if anybody wants this document, email me. I can send this to your email ID for free. This will be very helpful. So as a beginner, if they ask you in the interview, have you done different types of documentation, can you name a few documents? You can definitely say business proposal, BRD, sprint planning document, UAT document. There are a lot of documentation you can do. So you can definitely say that you have done business proposal document. I hope this video is helpful. Thanks for watching.